lettuce, sukuma wiki. Sasa zote natumia tu kulisha kuku.
When we go to the market, meat is priced according to the system of production in Africa. In Europe, eggs are priced according to the method of production. Okay? Hey guys, it has been quite a while before I've done another video, and due to public demand, I've had to revisit doing for you, my subscribers and our family, a video again on free range. Behind me, you can see a massive or a mega structure, and you can see some greenhouses in the far end. You can see around me there's quite a huge piece of land, and that is free range. My name is Antonio Innocent Mudongi. You can call me AfriChick. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. You'll be always getting a lesson every week and a success story every week. Okay, I am a poultry specialist up to master's level. And by the way, today I want to give a thumbs up to my master's supervisor, Professor Lucy Kabwage, and Dr. Purity Nguhyu of KU. All this my subscribers are getting is from you guys. Thank you once again. I'm always very brief, very straight, direct to the point. Free range poultry farming. Here we want to start a free range farm. Here, where we are here, we want to start a farm. But there are certain dynamics that we've put into place, you know. If you look at poultry farming, or rather if you look at free range farming in Europe or Western countries, you cannot compare it to Africa. You will find that free range farming is an old or a traditional mechanism of poultry farming. But I want to talk specifically on layers production, right? Now, you'll find that it's more, actually it's currently it's being adapted back mostly in Europe and Western countries than in Africa. I'm not saying that you should not try free range farming in Africa. You can do free range farming, but it depends with the breed and the type of birds you're going to keep. And by the time we finish this video, you will know which types of birds you can keep on free range in Africa. But for layers in Africa, no. In Europe, eggs are priced according to the method of production. Okay? That one you should know very well. Eggs from a free range farm have got a sticker, and eggs from a deep litter farm, the same, and also egg from cages. You'll find that eggs from a free range farm fetch the highest price, followed by eggs from a deep litter and eggs from cages. Here in Africa, here where we are practicing farming, nobody cares about the source of the eggs. Nobody cares. Eggs are priced equally. So you'll find that free range production, in terms of egg production, a farmer in Europe makes more money than a farmer who dare try free range farming here in Africa. You know, we always talk agribusiness. I always advise you on something that you better invest in and you'll get your money back. Free range farming for layers in Africa? No. No. It doesn't work. This is how it goes. Egg count or hen day in free range farming is 7% lower than egg count from deep litter, which is also 7% lower from egg count from battery cages. Now, a farmer who is doing free range will lose 7% of his eggs. You know, business is not about numbers. Business is about margins. And that is what AfriChick is about. AfriChick is poultry agribusiness, no stories. So you can imagine, doing free range farming, you lose 7% of your production compared to somebody who is doing deep litter. The same happens to a battery cage person. A person doing deep litter loses 7% production compared to cages. But in Europe, a farmer doing free range is able to recover this 7%. All right? This is because when you go to the shelves or the stores or other supermarkets, you will get an egg from a free range farm having the highest price. All right? So, you know, if you can be able to recover your cost of production according to pricing of a commodity, then you are making something. But like I mentioned in the introduction, in Africa, nobody pays attention to the system and mode of production, all right, in terms of eggs. So you get that eggs are priced evenly. Anybody doing whether you're doing deep litter or you're doing free range or you're doing battery cage, all right? So where is this 7% production going to be catered for? Remember, the cost of production in deep litter is far much lower than the cost of production in free range. Maybe somebody would ask me, how do you lose this 7% production? You know, back in school, we were classifying free range as extensive poultry farming method and deep litter as semi-intensive and battery cages as intensive. All right? Production matches the system of production. Production is lower in extensive. It increases in semi-intensive and goes further high in intensive. All right? Why? Because in free range, most of the eggs, or some of the eggs, actually not most, some of the eggs are dropped in the fields. It's not easy to recover. All right? Those eggs, some of the eggs are eaten from outside. All right? The birds are not fully fed on concentrate. You know, concentrate is feed that we process and buy from the shops and all that. Concentrate feed is scientifically researched feed that will give a bird optimum nutrient requirements at a particular time. All right? When you are doing layers mash, of course, we would come up with a feed that will meet the layer requirements so that we can also get the highest production according to or in relation to the age or the external parameters of that bird. All right? Let me not use too much English. Let me simplify these things for my viewers to understand. So what am I saying? We have said you can do layer production, free range, very well in Europe and Western countries. In Africa, it doesn't work. So then, when you think going free range in Africa or Asia, sorry for leaving Asia behind outside of this conversation, and also most of my subscribers are from India and Philippines. Hey guys, I give you a thumbs up for that. And by the way, just before I go on, I want to give a shout out to my most, you know, how can I call him? I want to call him my staunchest follower, Wonder Boy. Hey guy, I just want to give you a thumbs up and I hope you're doing so well. Hit my inbox, we'll talk about business. Anyway, in Africa, if you think about doing free range, think about doing improved kienyeji or kienyeji. When we go to the market, meat is priced according to the system of production in Africa. All right? In Kenya, I'll use an example of Kenya. You'll find that when you go to the market in Nairobi, the major markets like the city market, you'll find that people or the consumers would first buy chicken from the villages. All right? They'll say, we want chicken from Ukambani. All right? Or we want chicken from Western. These birds have been brought up or have been farmed in a free range way. You know, they will leave the houses, the structures like you're doing here. They leave in the morning, go to the fields, fend for themselves. You can do some little supplementation, and in the evening, they will get back. Their meat is a little bit tougher. Not tougher as such, not very tough, but it's a little bit tougher compared to the broilers. Their meat is a little bit tastier. And also, the aroma of the meat of a free range bird cannot be compared to the aroma of the meat from a bird in deep litter, which is basically broilers, and even the kienyeji improved that people are keeping in the deep litter system. So you'll find that we have a market for export of the birds that have been raised in the rural setup, or rather in the free range setup of the African setting. And Italy is the main market. If you're doing free range birds, you're in Kenya and you don't have somewhere to sell them, Mombasa Road, hit us, call us, and we'll give you the contacts of the company. You can hook up with them and you can do pullet production for them for export, but strictly on free range. If you're selling a bird at $150, sorry, is it 150? 1,500. That is, yes, sure. If you're selling a bird at $150, I think that you're doing well. And you see it's a pullet. This has to be free range. So in a nutshell, in conclusion, if we talk about free range agribusiness, what are we talking about? My viewer, if you are in Africa and Asia and you want to do free range production, do the indigenous improved birds on free range, basically targeting meat. I know the cost of production is lower, but the cost of the product is higher. If you think about doing commercial egg production on free range, I'm sorry, you will not be rewarded for your sweat. But if you are in Europe or America, or let me say Western countries, you can do free range egg production. You will be rewarded for your effort, just because their markets understand the dynamics of poultry production. All right? Well, some people say that, an egg from free range has got a darker yolk. And, if we talk, okay, let me talk from the aspect of being a poultry nutritionist. What gives us a yellow yolk? It's simply carotenoids. All right? You can even take a bird in cages and you get an orange yolk, not even a yellow yolk, simply by increasing the level of carotenoids in the feed. All right? So there is no way you would say an egg from free range has got a darker or yellow yolk than an egg from deep litter. No. Color of the yolk goes in line with the level of carotenoid intake of the bird. And color of the shell is not affected by the system of egg production, whether deep litter, free range, or cage. The color of the shell of an egg resembles the color of the earlobe. If you have a bird that has got a green earlobe, the color of the shell is green. All right? Hey guys, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you have a question, just write a WhatsApp message. I know I get so many emails, so many messages, and some guys get bored and I don't reply on time. Because look behind me, man, I'm doing a massive construction here. It's raining, it's a hassle, struggling with the technicians, you can see them there. So please understand. But soon I'll get somebody who will help me reply to your comments. All right? And if you wish to support our next video, hit my inbox. Cheers.